Hello and welcome. We're up against Bebo the Bee. 1288 versus our 1259, pretty much as even as it gets. Really cool Muppet he has there, so I'm loving that. Let's see if we can do even more fantastic work here. Again, I kind of like the idea of the giant specialist, but is that really worth more than a supply specialist or giant, like quick supply? Like, I'm really not a fan of steel balls these days. I don't know why, I can't seem to make it work. So we have a giant specialist, that's fine. A fortress can work with a lot of things. A fortress can work with fangs, it can work with tanks, it can do a lot of work. Let's put tanks, like, I don't know, kind of up front with some fangs to eat any immediate shots from his marksman, and then get a couple of marksmen of my own in case he goes for like arc lights or something, and then just a squadron here of fangs just to defend the tower. We'll see how that goes. He got a lot of marksmen here, so we'll see. I kind of like his build, certainly. He's relying on tanks to be anti, like, swarm. Which, you know, I'm a giant specialist, so it makes sense that he would kind of go for this kind of build, I think. And again, all of our tanks are real slow. Are tanks a good counter to marksmen? Like, in a soft way, because there's not, like, there's a lot of them per unit. They're not like, you know, crud that just keeps going out. But, like, maybe it is worth us going for, like, a fortress build with the ability to spawn fangs. And we make our fangs like rush fangs. This is kind of bad timing for their tank squadron, but we have more units and they shouldn't get to this group before this time's out here, right? So you're gonna turn and shoot, right? Oh, come on. Yeah, there we go. I was gonna say, this should work. And again, they could have exploited this weakness, but because I deployed so far forward on this side, we, you know, just got more value out of it, I would say. Elite, storm, missile, nah. Intensive training can be very helpful though, so we'll do that. Intensive training can be more helpful. Do I want to rank up like some tanks? That's pretty cool. I'll put a marksman on this side. And maybe a late kind of crawler or fang squad down the center, just to make sure that these guys have lots to shoot at. He also went for some rank ups. I wonder if he's going to try and go for like the elite long range marksman style build. He did get some storm callers. Good stuff there. Level 2 tanks, man. I'm kind of banking on you being effective against their tanks. Pew, pew, pew. Because tanks can really do a lot, but Stormcaller damage is nasty, to say the least. Level 2 sniper, though, I mean, come on, boys. We're taking a lot of shots and surviving. We have a lot of fangs in here that can eat up some sniper shots now, as planned. And once again, we got their base first. Yeah, I think pivoting to fortress is good. This is going to be an annoying, like, their fang hits my fang thing. But now we have a whole bunch of fangs here that can do some real work, I think. Come on, boys. Get it done. Going for their tower was an interesting strategy to win this round. I would have rather you guys bum rush their marksmen. But hey, look, one to each their own, right? Heavy arm, no, speed, always speed, speed, you guys, speed. Another tank squadron here. And another group of marksmen in the center, I think. see what happens. Yeah, he bought a missile. That's really unfortunate for myself. I countered myself there. And he got a ton of missiles. Holy. I'm kind of okay with that, right? Like, don't I just need to get some crawler squadrons here? And they'll, like, completely lose their frickin' minds? In fact, I think I can just put a Fang squadron. I don't even care if they all die, right? I certainly got dummied, though. That missile that they bought on this side gave them a lot of value. Kind of makes me want to do the same. Junior manufacturing. Look, I am a giant dude, right? A giant manufacturer. But Junior is just so efficient. Right? Like, you just go here, you buy a Fang, you put them in there. Here, we buy Mechanical Rage. We buy Health. And we buy another tank squadron here. I don't want to buy a missile. But yeah, look, we got a squad shooting over here now. Not enough, unfortunately. I wonder if I should have given shields to my Fangs to really make them eat up these missiles that much more. He's going for like some serious saturation strikes, right? So I'm wondering, like, if I could just keep spawning crawlers, like, he wouldn't actually do that well against a bunch of, like, individual peons rushing in. So what's the way to do this? It's a good question. Like, I think I just don't even take the shield. I take the melting point, and I buy crawler, like, crawler crap for it. Like, absolutely. It's the only thing I can think to do. And then we take the loan, and I think we just have to upgrade and get... Actually, I need to get range for a round. I can see this being interesting. I really want you guys to keep spawning things late even, but hey, he's going bombard. That's a good call. Got level 3 sledgehammer tanks. It looks like he sold his other stuff, right? Didn't he have more? I don't think he has the ability to sell, so never mind. I'm just a little crazy. So he put crawlers up against my Fangs. I mean, that's totally fine. Again, I just want to get his missiles coming in. The fact that my sniper survived there is pretty sick for me. The fact that my dude is spending all his time attacking nothing is pretty not sick. Extended range is nice to an extent, but this is not... I squandered this game. I should have either bought more crawlers, just because his long distance units are weak to crawlers, or I should have gone giants much sooner. I don't know why I waited. But yeah, even with extended range, this is too much damage, right? Like, these crawlers have to do a lot. Let's just put it like that, right? So here they come. Spawn some more, please. No. I thought that I could maybe do some spawning, but GG. Too many stormcallers. I usually hate stormcallers because I find they're so easy to counter by buying missile, like anti-missile tech. But they counter Fang so easily. Like, his build is so simple. It's just missiles and then a couple of fodder units that I somehow can't get through because the missiles, if you commit to enough of them, they actually somehow are good. I don't know. Maybe, like, right now, the way I look at it, the more I'm like, if I had bought rhinos that could rush the front line with a bunch of crawlers and just gone rush build instead of going fangs into something like stormcallers. But I didn't know, like, he started by buying a bunch of marksmen, and he just recognized that my team is kind of slow and steady, meaning that the missiles work against it. And I never pivoted into something faster. Like, even when I put these units here, I knew it would be better to put crawlers, but I was like, oh, but what if I end up investing in my fangs? Well, I didn't. So what value was there really? And then, like, this melting point, I don't know, had I put it center, I was worried that it was going to take a bunch of those initial missiles. But, like, had I bought crawlers, I could have just stacked a whole bunch of crawlers up here and at least forced him to put a Helion down. But I don't know. There's so much that I'm, like, uncertain about at this point, where I'm like, I'm seeing people make Stormcallers work, and I'm like, okay, when I do Stormcallers, they don't work. Why do they not work? Am I not buying enough of them? Am I not buying rapid reload? Am I more focused on tech? Do I not have enough clearance? Oh, I don't have enough, like, I didn't have enough crap running in at him to distract his missiles and have them shoot at nothing. Like, why aren't I picking up on the cues? And to me, this was like, this is a game where I lost. And in retrospect, I'm like, I was too tunnel visioned. Like, I didn't just see his damage, his life force, everything he has is in these Stormcallers. Like, 5 marksmen and a handful of tanks. You just rush it. Just rush it, dude. What are you doing? Just rush it. So anyways, at least now I feel like I'm more in line. We'll see what happens next. Ciao for now.